What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. I have not vlogged in what seems like forever. It has almost been a year, honestly, truthfully, since I've vlogged, and I don't know when this video is going to be going up, but hi, my name is Isabel. If you're new, welcome back to my channel. I've had a channel for a few years and I stopped posting last April, I believe. Life just got really hectic, and yeah, if you guys want to know anything about what happened in the last year, then I recommend going back to my channel, watching the previous videos, because although I have not sat down and edited them and posted them yet, I know they're going to be up there. They're going to be going through everything that happened, what's going on, what's the future of this YouTube channel, and if you're interested in getting to know me a little better, then definitely head on over there. But if you do want to watch this video first, today we are doing a what I eat in a day. As you guys can probably tell by the title, I have been so focused in the new year on really working on a balanced diet, not being on a diet, like a specific diet just to lose weight or just eating specific foods. I really want to find a balance in my everyday eating, and so I've been working on that. One of the most important things is eating whole foods majority of the time, and I do stress majority of the time. Like sometimes I'm not going to be eating whole foods, and that's fine because that's all about balance. So yeah, today that's what we're going to be doing. I also focus on high protein, and I try to eat, like I said, as clean as possible. So without further ado, let's get right into it, and let's get started with the most important meal of the day, breakfast. For breakfast, I'm honestly not sure 100% what I want. I'm definitely doing eggs. I love eggs. If you guys have watched any of my previous what I eat in a day, or honestly any of my vlogs, first off, I love breakfast. And I love eating eggs for breakfast. It's always been my favorite breakfast food. I think I'm gonna make my omelet because that just sounds so good to me. So let's make that. Here's everything that I use. So the bacon, this is the absolute best bacon ever. The fully cooked bacon from Costco. So freaking good. I also do some green onions. I cut them up. That is easier for prepping food. I don't always have to cut them in the morning. My cat's going crazy. Anyways, we're gonna do green onions, 1 egg, 100 grams of egg whites, some feta cheese, which like I'm running out, so we put it in this container. I have to go buy more this weekend. And then I've got some strawberries. You guys, I like strawberries now. I don't know if you guys knew this, but I'm very picky on fruit. And I did not like strawberries. I don't like a lot of the fruit, like majority of the fruit I don't like. And now I love strawberries. I've been working on it for over a year, and I love strawberries now, which might not seem like a big deal to any of you, but to me it is. I love strawberries. So we're gonna do a side of strawberries, and then I'm gonna pop a hash brown in the toaster. Oh, say hi, Milo. I always cook my hash browns in the toaster. So what I do is I put it at a pretty high setting, and this toaster is old, so don't mind how crusty it is. It's really old. We tried washing it, but it doesn't come off. And then I put it down and I put it on frozen. I don't know if that makes that big of a difference, but that's just what I do. And I'm gonna flip it twice, and it's gonna go in 3 times. And honestly, that is the best way to make hash browns, in my opinion. Like stove hash browns could never compared to this. Like these are just so freaking good. And this is breakfast. Like, how yummy does this look? It's super colorful too, which I love a colorful breakfast, and it's one of my favorites right now. I just cannot get over how good this is. Like, I genuinely look forward to eating this breakfast every single day, except that I don't eat it every single day because I'm in office 3 days a week. So those 3 days I'm eating something else, which I'll be happy to provide some recipes on what I meal prep for in office days. I have gotten pretty good at it. I've been in office for just about 4 months now, 3 days a week. So I've gotten good at meal prepping for in-office days. But when I'm at home, I'm a sucker for this breakfast. It's so good. Oh, and it packs about 30 grams of protein as well. We love that. We love a good 30 grams of protein in the morning with breakfast. Okay, I need to make coffee, and I really wanted to make a cold coffee. I really want an iced coffee, but it's freezing right now. It is so freaking cold. Like, even in my apartment, I am so cold. So a warm drink just sounds so good. So let's make coffee. This mug right here that says good morning on it, it's from Target, and it is probably my favorite mug. I love this mug so much. I always leave it in my cupboard all year round. We have so many mugs that we have to switch them out per season, and this one just stays in there all year round because it's one of my favorites. So we're gonna make coffee in this mug. Also, I'm gonna use this maple brown sugar. Is that what it's called? Yeah, maple brown sugar creamer from Silk. This is so good. It tastes so good. Honestly, Silk creamers are amazing. Another creamer that I really liked was the Chobani one when we went to Target this fall, I think, or just beginning of fall, which I don't think I vlogged that, but I did on my TikTok. So if you guys want to go back and see that, it is on my TikTok. I've been very active on TikTok, so all of the good content is there. But yeah, the Chobani creamer was so good. So I'm begging my fiance to go down soon so that we can just go grab a whole bunch of Chobani creamers. And the ingredients are really clean in Chobani creamers, so. But for right now, we're doing Silk, and I'm very happy with Silk. This is so good. Also, this is the coffee pod I've been using. It's called Melozio. It's one of their like classic coffee pods from Nespresso, and it's pretty good. It's just a really good everyday coffee in my opinion. Like, tell me this doesn't look like one of the most amazing coffees or at-home coffees. The top could do with some work. It's not very aesthetic, but still so good. And honestly, my coffee is just like one of those things that I cannot go without. And this, so good. Like, I can't not have a coffee. I have a coffee every single day. I try not to have two, and I will admit that when I'm at home, I get tempted sometime to have two, but it's just something that I don't want for myself. I want to have one coffee in the morning, and I truly do enjoy it so much. I cannot go without my coffee. It's one of my favorite things in the morning. Breakfast and coffee, the best. So you guys have literally just seen like the two best things in this day, although my other meals are still gonna be so yummy, but breakfast and coffee just cannot be topped in my opinion. They're just so good. You guys, I am bundled. I'm so cold. I have this zip up from Lulu that's zipped all the way up to my neck, and I'm wearing this like vest from Aritzia as well. I am so freaking cold. It is so cold in our apartment, like freezing, and it's cold outside. Like, it's been like very cold temperature for the past few weeks, and I'm cold. And I was gonna make something for lunch, but it's not warm enough for me, so I'm just gonna make it for dinner. And we're gonna make soup for lunch. High protein noodle soup with shrimps. One of my favorites. I'm pretty sure I've shown this before on my channel, but I can't remember if I did, and if I did, when I did. So I'm gonna show you guys again because it's one of my absolute favorite recipes. The only thing I will say is it is high in sodium. That's just how it is, but I do drink a lot of water, and I try not to eat it too regularly, although the past few weeks I've been eating it a lot because it's so good. My comfort food, and it's soup. I could eat soup all day, every day. I love soup so much. So we're gonna make that for lunch. I was probably gonna make that for dinner, but I'm like switching my two meals because I'm freezing. I'm so cold. Okay, let's make soup. Okay, so for this soup, I only use 5 ingredients. I used to use 7, but 2 of the ingredients that I used to use, I cannot find anymore in stores, and I haven't found anything that compares to them, so I've just eliminated them from my recipe. But that's fine. It's all good. So let's start off. This right here is the broth that I use. It's a pho broth, and it is so good. Like I said, the only thing is it is high in sodium, like really high in sodium, but I really like this broth. It's so good, and I feel when it comes to these kinds of broths, they can be really hard to find a good one. So I stick to this one and drink a lot of water. Then I'm using soy sauce. I did get light soy sauce, but it still has a lot of sodium. Now I think you could use coconut aminos instead, or just don't use any soy sauce. I don't think you need it in this soup. I just love the taste of soy sauce, like so much. I love it. It's just so good. Then we add these rice ramens from Costco. They are such good noodles. You can make stir fries with them. I make soup with them as well. They're 250 calories for one little portion, 3 grams of fiber, 8 grams of protein, no sodium in these, and the ingredients are so clean. The ingredients are organic brown rice flour, organic millet flour. That's it. There's nothing else in them. That's literally the only 2 ingredients. That's all. There's nothing else. Then I use these frozen shrimp from Costco, the raw shrimps with the tails off. I use about 100 grams, which gives me 23 grams of protein. And then green onions. You guys, I'm a sucker for green onions. I think they add such a good taste to almost any meal. So I use these in so many of my recipes, and I just love it so much. Anyways, I'm hungry. I'm freezing. Let's make some soup. I added my noodles to my bowl. I've just added the soy sauce. You can tell it's kind of brown on the top right there. And we're gonna add green onions. Right now I've got half of the broth warming up, and I've added also my shrimps to warm up in the broth. I usually add them when it's cold because I never defrost them. They're always still frozen. I feel like if I were to add them once the broth is boiling, they would just like kind of be stiff. I know the best bet would be to defrost them, but I always do this last minute, so I never really have the time to defrost them. If I do, I defrost them. If I don't, I don't. It is what it is. Anyways, we're gonna add some green onions. I don't count this, like there's no calories in green onions. I mean, there are, but not enough for me to care. Okay, I've scooped all the shrimps out because otherwise I just make a mess when I pour the broth into the noodles if the shrimps stay in. But here's the broth. We're gonna add it to our noodle. Try not to make a mess. There we go. My noodle soup, my shrimp and noodle soup. I love this soup so much. It's so good, such a comfort meal for me, and I could eat this every single day. Saying hi to the vlog again. He really wants to go play outside, but it's so cold. I'm not opening the door. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, baby. He really wants to go in the snow. I walked for a good hour and a half, got my 10K steps in, and now I'm gonna make a snack. I'm gonna make my favorite yogurt bowl. I have become a yogurt bowl girl in the past few weeks. I've been making Greek yogurt with chia seeds for my breakfast for work for a few months now, and I had chia seeds and oatmeal for a while when I was working full-time from home, but I've just discovered like my favorite all-time favorite bowl. So I'm gonna show you guys how to make it, but we're just gonna bring you guys down and you're not gonna see my face while I do it, but let's just make it. So first off, I've got 15 grams of chia seeds that I've let soak in water. To that, we're gonna be adding 100 grams of Greek yogurt, plain Greek yogurt. Then we're gonna add 10 grams of honey. This is gonna act as a sweetener in here. Then 5 grams of Hershey's 100% cacao powder. And then we're gonna mix. Try not to make a mess because that cacao powder kind of goes everywhere when you mix it.
this is what it's gonna look like once it's all mixed.
I like when things are aesthetic, and this bowl is not aesthetic. So actually, I'm gonna bring you guys back down.
And we're gonna put it in this bowl. Honestly, you eat with your eyes. So if you need a cute bowl to eat your food and you need to use 2 to make that happen, I feel you. That is justified. I'm gonna add 20 grams of this homemade granola, which I will definitely make note to show you guys the recipe soon. And then we're gonna add 50 grams of banana. It's usually about half of the banana, and that just adds like extra sweetness, and it adds a fruit in there and different textures, and I just love banana chocolate. There's no better mix than banana chocolate.
And that's literally all it is. Look at how yummy this looks. And this has, I think, about 20 grams of protein in it. And it's so, so, so filling. I love this so much. I'm currently still eating my yogurt bowl. I literally made it like 10 minutes ago and I'm going through it. Like, I was so hungry. And that is so freaking good. It tastes like dessert. I love it. Also, my granola is a higher protein granola because I put protein powder in there. And I put cookies and cream protein powder in there, so it just adds that like chocolatey cookie flavor to it. So good. Anyways, I'm prepping dinner right now. Like I said, my fiance and I both work 2 jobs. I'm going to be working until 8 from home, which is great. He's working until 6, not from home, so he can't get dinner ready. So we're kind of like gonna be doing shifts. Like, I'm gonna start dinner and then he's gonna end dinner when he gets home. What we're making tonight is the literal easiest dinner ever, but if you haven't eaten this before, just eat it. It's so good, so filling, and one of our staple dinner in our dinner rotation recently. It's a lunch rotation, in our lunch rotation as well. It's just so good. Our protein source is gonna be these chicken chunks from Costco. They are so freaking good. And they're 90 calories for 12 grams of protein for about 60 grams. So I usually do 2 portions for me and then 2 portions for my fiance. And these are so good, like so good. It's like eating a chicken nugget, but it's a higher protein chicken nugget. I think what really helps is that they use like an actual chicken breast instead of like processing the meat. It's like chicken chunks, literal chicken chunks that they've used and then breaded. So obviously not the healthiest option, but also not the worst. I'm gonna prep these right away. I'm gonna put them on a pan. On the side, you can literally do anything. You can make a Caesar salad, you can make rice, you can make pasta if you wanted, you can make veggies. What we're doing is sweet potatoes that we're gonna put in the air fryer. These are so good. And frozen broccolis that I'm literally just gonna put in boiling water, because neither my fiance and I mind the taste of just broccoli boiled in water. Now, obviously you can add seasoning to it. We don't care to do so. We just genuinely don't care to do so. We just boil it and then eat it like that, and we don't care. So feel free to add spices. I'm not going to, just because I don't feel like it.
Okay, we're not gonna overcomplicate the spices. We're gonna start off with a good amount of salt, a bit of black pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, and smoked paprika. Do this combo of spices on any type of potatoes. It is the best. You cannot tell me otherwise. This is the best spice combo for potatoes. And then last but not least, we're gonna add just a bit of olive oil to this, and then we mix. All right, you guys, we're in the office. I'm still currently working, but I just got dinner and I have a cat on me. But here it is. It's everything that I showed you guys earlier that I was prepping. I've got the chicken nuggets, the sweet potatoes, buffalo sauce, the broccolis. Super easy, high protein, super filling. And yeah, I'm gonna eat this for dinner. I definitely recommend, like I said, the chicken nuggets are so good. If you guys have them at your Costco, 100% get them. They are so good. I don't know what's going on with my hair. It looks so big right now. But anyways, try them out if you haven't. And the buffalo sauce, if you have it with the chicken nuggets, so good. So good. Anyways, nothing too complicated. Nothing more to say about this dinner. But I know I'm gonna have a snack later, or like snack slash dessert. So I will talk to you guys later. For my like late night snack, I've been loving a toast with honey on it.
I typically use this carbonate bread. It's kind of like a seeded bread with honey, which is so good. But I've tried out this one right here, carbonate as well, but this one is a white bread and it's lower calories for 2 slices. So 2 slices of the white bread is lower calories than 1 slice of the brown bread. I like both of them, but I'm kind of craving the 2 slices of the white bread, one with butter and then one with honey on it. So I just popped 2 of those in the toaster. And I'm gonna do butter and honey. It's gonna be so good. I'm so excited. And I'm really gonna do 1 with butter and then 1 with honey because I just think that sounds so good. All right, this is a snack tonight. Does not look that appetizing, but honestly is gonna hit the spot. It's not high protein. I've eaten enough protein today that I don't feel the need to eat anything with more protein. Otherwise I would have grabbed the other bread. But yeah, I'm gonna enjoy this unappetizing looking snack that I'm going to absolutely love. Bread and butter are just so good, and then honey is just like that little sweet treat. So although it looks really plain, it's gonna be so good. Anyways, I'm gonna go eat this, enjoy this, and I'm gonna end up the vlog here. I really hope you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, is I think I've mentioned this like 5 times in this vlog, but this is the first vlog that I'm vlogging again like since I've stopped. So I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, don't forget to subscribe, and I love you guys. I will see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.